Harris, the latest right now, Salt Lake City police are probably going to provide what is going to turn out to be a pretty substantial update, really in a matter of minutes. And also right now, Salt Lake City police confirming that they have taken a person into custody in this case. They are not identifying who that person is. It's not clear if that person is the person of interest that they named who owns a home not far from here. And that home was searched. Police removed a lot of evidence from that house. There was even video that shows investigators digging in the backyard of that home, and even the medical examiner showed up to that property. Our understanding is that all of that evidence is being tested right now, and a local newspaper published a picture of a SWAT team arrest not far from here. Police are not denying that that is related to this case, but they are not confirming if that arrest is their person of interest. And really a rather chilling development in this story. There was activity on Mackenzie Lueck's Instagram account within the past 48 hours. Now, mind you, she's been missing since early last week. There was on her account followed another one within the past 48 hours. One thing is perhaps she had requested to follow that account in the past, and that account just accepted her request. That is one possibility for triggering the activity on her account. Also, police looking for this mattress, still looking for the person or the person who received a mattress from the person of interest's home. Police say that the person of interest likely placed this mattress on a social media website to get rid of it, and then someone came and picked it up. Police are still looking for the person who picked up that mattress. The big question is what type of evidence might be on that mattress. And also, you know, I talked to Salt Lake City police throughout the day today, and they say that they are taking in all types of information, that people are coming out of the woodwork with all types of information or previous interactions that they allege to have had with Mackenzie, including perhaps some activity on dating websites, and police are not confirming or denying any of that. All they're saying to us is that they will receive any information they have in this case, and they're taking it all in right now, Harris.
You know, Matt, there were reports of a car that they were looking at and other details. What are you hearing about any of the other evidence at this point?
You know, so far, police are being very tight-lipped. You know, the only thing that they have said is that they have this person of interest, and now we just have a rather major development that there's someone in custody right now. As far as a car or what Mackenzie might have been doing at this park, police really have not given us too much detail on that, Harris.
Right. Matt Finn, we will come back to you. I know this is going